Welcome to Ridge Life. I'm Tim, and today we've got a warm December day here in West Tennessee, and we're going to take advantage of this, and we're going to pull off our syrup feeders off our winterized bees, and we're going to put on some Winter Patties, and we're going to put some moisture boards also to collect that moisture that can develop in the wintertime and kill your bees. Another thing we're going to do is we're going to take the liquid syrup that's in our feeders and we're going to move it about 200 feet away or farther, and we're going to do some open feeding. With the bees flying like this, they're going to love it. You want to make sure you're at least 200 feet away. You don't want to entice robbing on these colonies that are starting to fly. We'll start off by taking the top feeders off. We'll get them separated. No bees feeding in it right now, so it means they've got enough inside their colony. That's a good sign. So what I want to do here, with the top cover off, and I got the inner cover on like this with the holes at the bottom, I'm going to start putting my Winter Patties on right around the opening. And it's called a patty, but it's just a sugar mix. I'll put it all around the opening here. And these bees are going to love, love, love it. Now they'll come out here, I get it real close to the edge, and they'll come out here and get this as they need it. And I can check on it throughout the winter. I leave little openings there for airflow and for them to come and go, get around the outside. Here we go, you can see the arrangement. I've got the winter patty all mixed in around, and when I put the fiberboard on, this fiberboard collects moisture, and it's just going to squish that together on top of the winter patty. You can see the bees down in there. They've already started to attack the winter patty that's on top of the frames. They love it. This fiberboard is made of material that will absorb moisture very, very readily, and then you can dry it out and reuse it. So as moisture collects on the top, it will absorb into this board and not create condensation to fall down on the bees. We've got the top cover on over the moisture board, which is on top of the inner cover. We've got our winter patty in between, and our entrances we've got blocked with sticks, but still allow the air to flow so moisture and condensation can go in and out. You can see we have our metal mouse guard on, and I still have the entrance reducer on because it does warm up sometimes here in December, and I do not want robbing. Let's do the same thing to Adrenaline Hive, then we'll get the feeders out and set up a open feed. You can see on this moisture board here that I've used before, it has collected moisture, see the discoloration, and then dried back out. So all the discoloration here is moisture that did not go on the bees. Get our winter patty. Now this winter patty has all kinds of complete carbohydrates to keep these bees healthy throughout the winter. Get the moisture board on here. After we got that, I want to squish it flat. With that squished flat, now I can get the top cover back on. Push down. Don't want to leave any gaps so that the bees can get in between the moisture board and get down there and steal that, rob that. I'm going to set this pallet up here. Then we'll put the syrup cattywampus like this. That gives them a place to go up inside so they can get in and out from the bottom as well. You got bees already starting to fly over these things. Now I'm going to go ahead and put sticks, and these are landing zones basically for the bees to land on so they don't get all stuck up in the syrup and drown. You don't want your bees getting in here and drowning, that's for sure. So we're just gonna give them things to land on, to walk down to, and get a sip. Now that I've got the stick structure made, I'm gonna put some leafy material. Again, it will start to absorb the syrup. Again, just gives them more things to sit on and eat, and also creates a chaotic flying path, because more than one colony is going to come here and partake of this syrup and the sugar. So we want them to be focused on getting the sugar and not fighting each other. We've had our feeders down in an open feed for about a half hour, 45 minutes. Let's go see how many bees are already collecting on our open feed. It's been about 45 minutes since we brought our top feeders down to open feed. Tons of bees are flying at both the colonies, at the hives up top of the apiary, and you can see there are thousands of bees already flocked to these open feeds. We've got the sticks in here, we got the leaves, and they're all over it. It is just a wonderful sight, because they really weren't feeding on these top feeders inside the colony. You know, they had what they needed, but out here open feeding like this, all the scouts are finding sugar water, they're finding nectar. So they're going to collect it, bring it in, and store it inside all the open cells inside the colony, and get them better prepared for winter. Hope you enjoyed watching us put our winter patties on and our moisture boards, and of course this open feeding. This is amazing. There's a few yellow jackets I've seen flying around, not bothering them too bad though, but just tons and tons of bees. Little postscript to our open feeding. You know, we took off the top feeders and put them way over there. I came back the second day and there was all kinds of robbing activity going on, especially in our adrenaline hive and a little bit in hive 2. So I threw these covers over there, which prevents the robber bees from just attacking all the entrances and getting quick entrance and exit. It makes them have to go under the fabric, and it gives an opportunity for the guard bees to basically push them out and keep them at bay before they ever get near their honey stores. Now again, remember we put the winter patties on the top, and I guess they were smelling that as well. Now we're pretty far away for our open feeding, but that's some of the concerns I had with open feeding, is if you get it too close to your apiary, you could be susceptible to robbing. So we put these covers over here, and this one's already calmed down. Adrenaline hive was covered in bees, and they were fighting, and there was yellow jackets out there too. And now since I got the cover on there, they've really calmed down. And I put this cover on, you can see they kind of moved over to here, and I may have to limit that access to the entrance a little bit more. You can see there's some fighting going on. This is a stronger colony, so there's a lot more guard bees to take care of the robbers. I'm gonna check back with them later, but I'm pretty confident we caught it early enough, and because I don't see a lot of dead bees out in front of the hives, so I think we caught it early enough, we're gonna be okay. I could sit and watch these bees do their fun stuff all day long, but got more chores to do, so until next time, hope everyone has a blessed day, and go Ridge Life.